The difference between being good or mediocre at something and being great at something is oftentimes just a 10-degree shift. It's a very, very small correction that can lead to massive gains in success, profitability, efficiency, whatever it is. And there's a story that I think is really cool to illustrate that, and that is John Wooden, one of the arguably the best college basketball coach of all time, coached at UCLA for many, many years. He actually turned down some NBA offers to stay at the college level. But there's a story I heard recently, and it was at the end of Ryan Holiday's book, Ego is the Enemy. They told this little anecdote of John Wooden, and apparently he would sit down one-on-one with every new recruit on his team, and he would show them how to lace their shoes. And in a very meticulous process, he'd break down exactly how you need to lace your shoes. And he personally would take time to go over this with every recruit. And his reasoning behind it was, if you don't lace your shoes properly, mislacing your shoes or mistying your shoes leads to getting blisters in practice. Blisters lead to missed shots in games. Missed shots in games equates to losses, and losses end up to losing seasons or not winning the championship. And that's why lacing your shoes is important. And I think that's a great example in business of oftentimes the really successful business people are the ones that pay attention to the details. They don't overlook things, or, I'm too good to go over this with my employees, or that's a waste of my time to go over this with my employees. And I think that there's a lot of value to be said in understand that the great success of some of the biggest and most successful entrepreneurs or public figures in the world start with some things as simple as like daily journaling or daily reading, or going over and making sure that the balance sheet is completely accurate, or that the profit and loss statement is organized in such a way that it is valuable. But it oftentimes is those very particular details that differentiate successful people from non-successful people. And then the other important thing is if you're not focusing on the details as the owner of the business, who else should be? And how can you expect other employees to pay attention to those details if you really just don't care? Again, just some wisdom from John Wooden. I thought that was fascinating when I heard that. And who thought that tying your shoes could be so critical to the success of an organization or a team? But one of the best basketball coaches in the history of the game. That's one of the things that he focused on.